Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Friday night of online trivia with Simon and the Two Fellas. This is Pub Quiz number 24. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another week of quizzing. As stated, this is online pub quiz number 24. So welcome back to all the old teams and welcome to all those new. Wishing everybody this evening good luck on another evening of brain-tickling trivia where you will be faced with an easy round of 10 questions, a theme round of 10 questions, a music round where you will hear 10 songs, that's it, and a harder round. Yes, introductions, not my thing. Number 24, I'm running out of things to say. We'll go with that. And also, I can't see myself in my little screen because I haven't set up my lights right. But there we go. So welcome, everybody. I hope you're all prepared. Remember, maximum team size of 8. No cheating. Go to the links in the description below to find the links to the online answer sheets. Enter your team names. Then copy that team name, paste it into a different document, and later on repaste it into all those subsequential documents that you need to submit. This will make things much easier for our resident two-feller of the evening. He's back. He's bearded. He's another year older. It's Rob. It's Robbie, everybody, look at that, ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's weird in lockdown. Welcome to everybody saying hello in the chat. Catherine, hello, no, I don't know, you are. Caleb, always good to see you, Caleb. Steve, lovely use of some emoji stuff there. Just wait, the links will open up soon enough for the rounds. Don't be too impatient. The Google Sheets links are almost the same as last week. Only round 3 has been updated to make sure that it is the right link. That is it. They will open up sequentially throughout the night as we progress from round to round. And there's no prizes. If you enjoy this pub quiz as we're going along, don't forget you can always like and subscribe to the Two Fellas channel and get notifications by clicking the bell as to when we are going live with pub quizzes in the future. You can also, if you want to help support the Two Fellas pub, keep going through this crisis, the Panny D, you can also go to paypal.com and donate to keep the Two Fellas going with donate at twofellas.beer. Hola, Anna. Lovely to see you again. If you are lucky enough to be in traveling distance of the Two Fellas, you can also order beer and food through the Two Fellas website at twofellas.beer. Those are the announcements I have. If anybody's got any announcements throughout the night that they want me to read out, proposals as such as they may be, just drop them in the chat, and I may be happy to oblige depending on what they are. But that's really it to say at the beginning of the quiz. We do want to thank you all for attending, and we'll give you a time just to make sure. I know some people, Marcus Cook of Ding Dong, are a little bit late in their arrival, so we need to keep those pushed along. But as the time ticks on forward, let's waste no longer in moving ahead with our easier round. Now remember last week we had a new winner. It was Brittle Bones last week, winning, I think, for the first time. I may be wrong, but winning for the first time. So there is a lot to play for. So yes, let's get on with it. Easy round. Easy questions, round one. I'm just reading what I see on my screen. Question one. Name the capital of Slovakia. Don't give it a name. It's not called Bob. What is the capital of Slovakia? It's not S either. Maths. All right, name the capital of Slovakia is your question one. I got the opening music stuck in my head. So question one of round one is name the capital of Slovakia. Hello, KTP. Hello to everyone. Florian, Garrick67100, the memorable name. Coke is on Pepsi. Welcome as well. Lizzie232. Body Mass Index, always good to have you. And everybody else. So as I said, this week we have Rob marking. If you remember back to 2 weeks when he was marking, he was very lenient. He might be persuaded. Seeing as I am not the one doing the marking, I have very little control over that. So he's the lenient marker. Question one was named the capital of Slovakia. Let's move on. Question two. Like a Virgin, True Blue, and Like a Prayer are albums by which singer? Like a Virgin, True Blue, and Like a Prayer are albums by which singer? He might be lenient. So, Like a Virgin, True Blue, and Like a Prayer are albums by which singer is your question two? Wow, I've made those worse. Right. Let's move on. Question three. In which European city was this photograph taken? So, in which European city was this photograph taken? I'll make that bigger and then I'll go clean my glasses. So, where is this photograph taken? Question three. In which European city was this photograph taken? All right, let's move on. Question 4. Question 4. Here we go. John Magufuli, who died this past week, like a couple of days ago, was president of which African nation? John Magufuli, who died this past week, was president of which African nation? Question 4 is John Magufuli, who died this past week, was president of which African nation? Is your question 4. Let's move on to question 5. In the upcoming Cruella film, who plays the title star? In the upcoming Cruella film, who plays the title star? Question 5. In the upcoming Cruella film, who plays the title star? It's coming out in May, I think. Sometime around then, at least. All right, let's move on. Question 6. Question 6 is, what is the largest sports stadium in Europe by capacity? So that's the EU version of Europe. So what is the largest sports stadium in Europe by capacity? Are you trying to exclude just one singular country there, Peter? Have you got something against the Irish? So what is the largest sports stadium in Europe, the EU, by capacity? All right, let's get on with 7. Who features in this 1904 propaganda poster called the Big Stick Policy? So who is pictured there, who is caricatured there in this 1904 propaganda poster called the Big Stick Policy? Question 7 is who features in this 1904 propaganda poster called the Big Stick Policy? Let's go on to question 8. Albert Finney, Peter Ustinov, and Kenneth Branagh have all played silver screen versions of which famous Belgian detective? Albert Finney, Peter Ustinov, and Kenneth Branagh have all played silver screen versions of which famous Belgian detective? One more time on 8. Albert Finney, Peter Ustinov, and Kenneth Branagh have all played silver screen versions of which famous Belgian detective? Is your question 8. On to 9. Next to Jerry Seinfeld, who was the other co-creator of the TV sitcom Seinfeld? So next to Jerry Seinfeld, who was the other co-creator of the TV sitcom Seinfeld? A show about nothing. Question 9 was next to Jerry Seinfeld. Who was the other co-creator of the TV sitcom Seinfeld? Get on 10. 10. How many notes are played in a pentatonic scale? How many notes are played in a pentatonic scale is your question 10. Right, you have 5 minutes to submit your answers. Get your answers in by hour. That's by 2030 in terms of Central European time. I'll write that in the chat, which you'll see before you hear this. So those are your 10 questions for the easy round. Good luck to everybody. You've got now 4 minutes to get those answers in. So click submit before the clock ticks to past. If you're playing in one of those time zones in the world where you don't work to the hours that we have, work it out for yourselves. Okay, about 3 minutes to get your answers in. I'm gonna go get another drink. Use this time also to go to the bathroom, get a drink yourselves, and we'll continue very, very shortly. All right. So as I come back from refilling my drink, what is that? Like a lizard or something? All right. Answers are locked. So let's get on with the. Sorry. Yeah, answers are locked. Let's go on with the answers for round one. They are: the Slovakian capital is Bratislava. 2, Like a Virgin, True Blue, and Like a Prayer are all albums by Madonna. The city that you'd find this building in, which is the Cloth Hall, is in Krakow. John Magufuli was the president of Tanzania. Rumor has it is he died from COVID, despite the fact he didn't believe in it. 5, Emma Stone. Emma Stone is playing Cruella in the upcoming film. 6, the largest sports stadium in Europe by capacity is the Camp Nou. And then if you're actually taking the EU, so excluding that middle island, if it's just in Europe, the second largest is Croke Park in Dublin. But Camp Nou is the largest in the EU. The person featured in the Big Stick Policy cartoon here is Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. Albert Finney, Peter Ustinov, and Kenneth Branagh have all played silver screen versions of the famous Belgian detective known as Hercule Poirot. Jerry Seinfeld was one of the co-creators of the TV sitcom. The other one of Seinfeld, the other one was Larry David, also famous for Curb Your Enthusiasm. And finally, 10, I forgot to put the answer in this one, but a pentatonic scale has 5 notes. 5 notes in a pentatonic scale. On to round 2. A likely story, Batty Mass Index. Round 2, the theme round, is winners. And they are as such. Question 1 of round 2 is: who, famous for winning, once said, "I am on a drug, it's called blank. It's not available. If you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body." Who said that? Who, famous for winning, once said, "I am on a drug, it's called blank"? The drug is named after that person who said this. It's not available. If you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body. Who is that a quote attributed to? Somebody who is famous for winning. Hi, Evie. So that was question 1. Let's move on. Question 2 is: Alex Trebek was host of which US game show from 1984 until his death last year? Alex Trebek was host of which US game show from 1984 until his death last year? So question 2 was Alex Trebek was host of which US game show from 1984 until his death last year? On to question 3. Lise Assia, Jacqueline Boyer, Johnny Logan, and Lena have all won what? Lise Assia, Jacqueline Boyer, Johnny Logan, and Lena have all won what? Okay, let's move on to question 4, which is which nation has won the FIFA Football World Cup 4 times and placed second and third 4 times? So which nation has won the FIFA Football World Cup 4 times but has also placed second and third also 4 times each? Which nation has won the FIFA Football World Cup 4 times but has also placed second and third also 4 times each? All right, let's go on to question 5. Don't forget, if you miss any of these questions, you can always scroll back on the video, but always make sure straight afterwards that you scroll straight to the end of the video so you're caught up. Here, though, I want you to fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. What died at the Oval on the 29th of August, 1882? Fill in that blank. Question 5 was fill in the blank. In affectionate remembrance of blank, which died at the Oval. Let's move on though to question 6 in a second. So, who is the only woman to have won the Oscar for Best Director? It was awarded for the film The Hurt Locker. So, who is the only woman to have won the Oscar for Best Director, awarded for the film The Hurt Locker? So 6, who is the only woman to have won the Oscar for Best Director? It was awarded to her for the film The Hurt Locker. Let's move on though to question 7. In 1924, Dutch painter Isaac Israels won first place in which competition for this painting entitled Cavalier Rouge? So in 1924, Dutch painter Isaac Israels won first place in which competition for this painting entitled Cavalier Rouge? So question 7 one more time is, in 1924, Dutch painter Isaac Israels won first place in which competition for this painting entitled Cavalier Rouge? Let's move on. Question 8. Name the winners of the 2019-2020 seasons of the Bundesliga 1, the Premier League, and La Liga, the Spanish top division. Get them all right to earn the point. So who won the Bundesliga 1 last season, the Premier League, and the top flight of the Spanish La Liga to get the point? Name them all to get the point. Question 8 is name the winners of the 2019-2020 seasons of the Bundesliga, the Premier League, and La Liga. You need to get all right to get the point. All right. All correct. Anyway, question 9. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed, is a quote from which famous basketball player? So I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and this is why I succeed, is a quote from which famous basketball player? And finally, let's move on to question 10, which is, what award did Mikhail Gorbachev win in 2003? Which award or what award did Mikhail Gorbachev win in 2003 is your final question for round 2, our theme round. You have until 5 to the hour. So your final question this round is, what award did Mikhail Gorbachev win in 2003? Get your answers in by 5 to the hour. That's 5 minutes from now. All right, 4 minutes to get your answers in. Right, about 3 minutes to get your answers in. All right, less than a minute to get your answers in. Click submit, click submit, click submit. All right, so the answers will be locked now, and we will go on with revealing the answers themselves. So the theme round answers are as follow. Question 1. The famous winning person who said, I am on a drug, it's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available. If you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body. That was Charlie Sheen who said that. Unsurprisingly. Alex Trebek was host of the US game show from 1984 until his death that was called Jeopardy! I missed off the exclamation mark. Liasi, Jacqueline Boyer, Johnny Logan, and Lena have all won the Eurovision Song Contest for their respective countries. For the nation that has won the FIFA Football World Cup 4 times and placed second and third 4 times is Germany. 5. The thing that died on the 29th of August 1882 was English cricket, the ashes of which are now what England and Australia play for every year against one another to be won. Literally the ashes. It's of a cricket ball. 6. The only woman to have ever won an Oscar for Best Director was Catherine Bigelow. 7. The Dutch painter Isaac Israels won first place in the Summer Olympics in 1924 for this equestrian painting entitled Cavalier Rouge. 8. The winners of the 2019-2020 seasons are as follows: Bayern München, Liverpool, and Real Madrid. Those were the champions of their respective nations' championships. And 9. I missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've almost lost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed, is a quote from Michael Jordan, famous for his role in Space Jam. And 10. Mikhail Gorbachev won. Mikhail Gorbachev won a Grammy in 2003, and it was for spoken word, for his interpretation as the narrator of Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf. Congratulations, as a wish from Andrew. Congratulations to Julius and Frederica on their marriage. Congratulations. Right, we will move on now with our next round. Our next round is, as ever, our music round. So go into the description below and open up the answer sheet. The answer sheet should hopefully have both artist and song name. What you are looking for is the name of the song and the original artist. And also, as we're going along, as we just take this moment just to give you time to load up, we want to say thank you to everybody for donating via PayPal to the two fellas. Currently in Berlin, over 25% of bars, restaurants, and hotels and such are in imminent danger of closing. Your donations really do go a very, very long way to ensuring that the two fellas can survive this pandemic. So if you do wish to donate, if you go to paypal.com, you can donate to the two fellas via donate@twofellas.beer, and all donations are really greatly appreciated. And also, go online and order some beer and pizzas at twofellas.beer. Right, so there is no theme to the music. As I take a pause to look at pictures of a cat. No theme to the music. You will hear 10 songs, and then you hear all those 10 songs again. So I want the original artist and the song name. Hope you're ready, because here we go.
Me with the floor show, kicking with the torso. Boys getting high and the girls ever more so. Wave your hands if you're not with a man. Can you kick it? Yes you can. I got funk and you got soul and we got everybody. I've got the gift, gonna stick it in the goal. It's time to move your body. Babylon back in business again. Get a witness, every girl, every man. Use undo your hear me. Ground control, can you feel me? Need permission to land.
Got a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack. I went out for a ride and I never went back. Like a river that don't know where it's flowing. I took a wrong turn and I just kept going. Everybody's
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ha! Guess who just got back? They, them, wild eyed boys that have been away. Haven't changed much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field?
I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night. Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. And if this was an open shut case, I never would have known from that look on your face. Lost in your current like a priceless wine. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for
you. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. I don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax and take it easy. You're still young, it's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Now look at me, I'm old, but I'm happy. I was once.
Look inside your tiny mind and look a bit harder. Cause we're so uninspired, so sick and tired of all the hatred you harbor. So you say it's not okay to be gay. Well, I think you're just evil. You're just some racist, you can't tie my laces. Your point of view is medieval. Ma chambre a la forme d'une cage. Le soleil passe son bras par la fenêtre. Les chasseurs à ma porte comme les petits soldats qui veulent me prendre. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement l'oublier. Puis je fume. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour. 1 million de roses n'embaumerait pas autant. Maintenant une seule fleur dans mes ans.
Me with the floor show, kicking with the torso. Boys getting high and the girls ever more so. Wave your hands if you're not with a man. Kinda kick it? Yes you can. I got funk and you got soul and we got everybody. I've got the gift, gonna stick it in the goal. It's time to move your body. Babylon back in business. Get up, get a witness. Every girl, every man. Use undo your human. Ground control, can you feel me? Need permission to land.
Got a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack. I went out for a ride and I never went back. Like a river that don't know where it's flowing. I took a wrong turn and I just kept going. Everybody's
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ha! Guess who just got back? They them, about that boys that have been away. Haven't changed much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field?
I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night. Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. And if this was an open shut case, I never would have known from that look on your face. Lost in your current like a priceless wine. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for
you. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. I don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone.
it's not time to make a change. Just relax and take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Now look at me, I'm old, but I'm happy. I was once.
Look inside your tiny mind and look a bit harder. Cause we're so uninspired, so sick and tired of all the hatred you harbor. So you say it's not okay to be gay, well I think you're just evil. You're just some racist who can't tie my laces. Your point of view is medieval. Ma chambre a la forme d'une cage. Le soleil passe son bras par la fenêtre. Les chasseurs à ma porte comme les petits soldats qui veulent me prendre. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement l'oublier. Et puis je fume. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour. 1 million de roses n'en pommeraient pas autant. Maintenant une seule fleur dans mes ans.
Well, there you have it. Those are all of your 10 songs. You will have now about 5 or so minutes to get your answers in. I want your answers in by 21:22. Well, happy birthday, PP Daniela. Happy 25th birthday. Many happy returns from myself and the two fellas. I need to get some sort of audio board with some sort of sound effect. Okay, about 2 minutes to get your answers in. Less than 2 minutes to get your answers in. Callum, it's not your birthday. Okay, start clicking submit on your answer sheets. Make sure your answers are in as soon as possible because Rob will be locking them as soon as that clock ticks over to 22 minutes past. Oh, there goes my background. All right, so let me find the answers on my phone here. Okay, so the songs that you heard were as follows. Song 1 was Robbie Williams and Rock DJ. 2 was Bruce Springsteen and Hungry Heart. 3 was Thin Lizzy and The Boys Are Back in Town. 4 was Pink Floyd and Wish You Were Here. 5 was Snap and Rhythm is a Dancer. 6 was Taylor Swift and Willow. 7, Green Day and Boulevard of Broken Dreams. 8 was Cat Stevens, also known as Yusuf Islam, and Father and Son. 9 was Lily Allen and Fuck You. And 10 was Pink Martini and Sympathique. So those were your 10 artists and your 10 songs for the music round. Rob will get on with the marking as we progress now onto the harder round. The final round of the quiz. So, give you just a second to open up the harder round. In the meantime, for those who've already got it opened, you can very welcome to visit PayPal and donate at twofeathers.beer. Anyway, the harder round. Question 1 is name this location. Where is this map from? This aerial, this bird's eye view. Let me make that larger. Where is that? Lily Allen, yeah, and fuck you. No. Unfortunately, number 10 was Sympathique by Pink Martini. Although I do see it listed as Je ne veux pas travailler. You can have the point for Je ne veux plus travailler. The name of the song, I'm having to read this in French, which I don't speak. The name of the song is Sympathique, but in brackets it is Je ne veux pas travailler. And it is a song by the American group Pink Martini. But it is inspired by a poem by Guillaume Apollinaire. No points for Edith Piaf, though. Okay, on to question two. He says, finally clicking on the right thing. Which famous school did this emblem represent? So, which famous school did this emblem represent? It's an image. You need some glasses. Hey, doggo. So, question two, which famous school did this emblem represent? Let's move on. Question three. The song White Riot was the first single by which famous punk or rock band? The song White Riot from 1977 was the first single by which famous punk/rock band? Is your question three. do, 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 do. Question 3. The song White Riot from 1977 was the first single by which famous punk or rock band? All right, question 4. Which author is famous for the Foundation series of books? Which author is famous for the Foundation series of books? The German title. Foundationszyklus. Foundation. So question 4 is which author is famous for the Foundation series of books? Move on. Question 5. Quercus robur is the Latin name for which common tree? Quercus robur is the Latin name for which common tree? One more time. Quercus robur is the Latin name for which common tree is your question 5. 1 to 6. Elbphilharmonie, the Beijing National Stadium, and the Tate Modern are all projects of which architectural duo? So, Elbphilharmonie, the Beijing National Stadium, and the Tate Modern are all projects of which architectural duo? So, name the architect. It's a double name for the Elbphilharmonie, the Beijing National Stadium, and the Tate Modern. So, question 6. Elbphilharmonie, the Beijing National Stadium, and the Tate Modern are all projects of which architectural duo? That's question 6. On to 7. To which celestial body do the Huygens, Encke, and Keeler gaps belong? To which celestial body do the Huygens, Encke, and Keeler gaps belong? Question 7. To which celestial body do the Huygens, Encke, and Keeler gaps belong? Huygens? Huygens? I don't know how to say that. On to question 8. In which mountain range would you find the 3 peaks of Lavaredo? So in which mountain range would you find the three peaks of Lavaredo? This is your question 8. On to question 9. In which country were the 2018 Winter Olympics held? In which country were the 2018 Winter Olympics held? So in which country were the 2018 Winter Olympics held? Is question 9. And let's move on to our final question of the quiz, which is William Joyce is better remembered by the name Lord what? William Joyce is better remembered by the name Lord what? So how is William Joyce better known? Firstly, first part of his name, better known as Lord something. William Joyce is better remembered by the name Lord what? That is your final question of the quiz. Have your answers in by 10 to the hour. Answers in by 10 to the hour. Okay, hurry up. Submit your answers now. Click submit now. Click submit now. Or the dog will be very upset. Got 5 teams yet to submit their answers, so hurry up and click submit now. And in the meantime, as we're just waiting for those final ones to make sure they get their answers in, don't forget, you can support the pub by going through PayPal with the email address donate@twofellas.beer. And really, truly, all donations are really welcome. Rob has now informed me he's locking. So that will bring the quiz to the end. We only have the answers to go through, followed on by the scores. Right. So, I've gone. No, carry on. Right, the hard round. The answers are as follows. This location is Versailles. As the palace is down. I was going to use my mouse to point out, but you're not going to be able to see that. You can see the palaces to the right, and of course the famous gardens there as well. And then naturally a ring road, because modern age. 2, the famous school to which this emblem belonged was Bauhaus. The song White Riot, the first single by the band The Clash. The famous author that was famous for his Foundation series of books is Isaac Asimov. Quercus robur is the Latin name for the common oak. The Elbphilharmonie, the Beijing National Stadium, and the Tate Modern are all projects of the architectural duo known as Herzog and de Meuron. Infamous for massively going over budget. And won a competition to build a new museum in Berlin with something that looks like an Idaho barn. To which celestial body do the Hygienes Enica and Keeler gaps belong? It's to Saturn. They are gaps within the rings, apparently. 8, the mountain range, which we find the 3 peaks of Lavaredo, is the Dolomites. And 9, the country that held the 2018 Winter Olympics was South Korea. And finally, on question 10, William Joyce is better remembered by the name Lord Haw Haw, the American-born British citizen who fled to Nazi Germany and became famous as the English language propaganda of the Nazi German state, known as Lord Haw Haw. All right, there we go. End of quiz. So, we'll just take a few minutes just for Rob to run through and mark and then compile the scores. And as soon as they're ready, I'll read them out to you. Remember, last week's winners were Brittle Bones. So there's all to play for all those teams who didn't come first. Words, I don't know. Right, let's have a look then. "35 teams playing this week. And at the end of the quiz, I'll also update the description below. So if you want to visit any of the songs that were used in the music round, you can do so as well. So just bear with us a few minutes and we'll have the scores to you as soon as possible. Some close scores going on at the moment. Okay. So the scores are as follows. In 24th place on 13.5 points is Tequila Mockingbird. In 23rd place on 14.5 points is Lurtsy, Larry and Mimi. In 22nd place on 17 points is I Will Beat You in Scrabble. In 21st place on 20 points is Hexenhunder. Then in joint 20th place, both on 21 points, we have Detools and Jimmy Buffett Fan Club. Ahead of them, though, in 19th place, just by half a point, is Two Fellas, One Pub. In 18th place, again, just a half a point ahead, with 22 is Pub Crawlers. And again, half a point ahead of them in 17th is on 22.5 is Moscow Mule. In 16th, on 23 points, We Came for Rachel Weisz's Cabbages. In 15th place, we have two teams, both on 24 points. It's Rage Against the Vaccines and Florikeets and The Machine. In 14th place, with 25 points, is the Excelsiors. And then just over them with half a point is the Oldham Ruffyheads on 25.5 points in 13th place. In 12th place, both on 26 points, we've got Quizilla and the Missing Part of Marcus's Finger. I really don't want to know what happened to that. In 11th place, both on 26.5 points, is we've got the Gobbler and the Jizzers and Don't Fucking Clap. Ooh. Then as I press the button to go up numerous times, in joint 10th place, we've got three teams. They are Rolo Compolo, King Sperm and Bacon Salad, all on 27 points. Then just ahead of them in 9th place, with 28 points, we've got both Bring in the Dancing Lobsters and Lynn's Friends. Then in 8th place, again two teams, this time on 28.5 points, we've got Copluus, Coochie and Butts. In 7th place, standing their own with a highly respectable 29.5 points, is Fancy Jams. In 6th place, again three teams, this time on 30 points apiece. It's the Golden Pickle, Mildred on the Sofa, and Full Mouse. In 5th place, on 32 points, is Panic at the Disco. Normally there, aren't they, the Pandemic at the Disco? In 4th place, on 32.5 points, we've got two teams. They are Team Steve and Balkan Connection, which means we've got three teams fighting it out for the top three spots. In 3rd place, with 33.5 points, it's the House Martins. In 2nd place, a whole point ahead of them with 34.5 points, is Ersatzschiedsrichter Mannschaftsauswahl. But that means our winners this week, storming ahead with 1.5 points more on 36 points, is Die Deutsche Rotte. So congratulations, Die Deutsche Rotte. Thank you to everyone who has played this evening. The Rachel Weisz Cabbage team. We haven't got any points for your music round. We'll have a look though. But yes, thank you everybody for playing. As I said, I will update the description with the names of the, or the links rather, to the YouTube songs. If you've enjoyed this pub quiz, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you're notified next week as we go into week number 25 of the lockdown pub quiz. Again, if you do wish to support this pub quiz, it is really appreciated from the fellas. If you can go through PayPal and donate with donate@twofellas.beer, it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to keeping the pub open. So thank you everybody for playing, and once again, until next week, good night.